The Tank Mark I Heavy Tank. The Tank Mark I was the service model of the prototype vehicle known as Mother, which came about from development models based on the Holt tractor chassis. W.G. Wilson was the main person responsible for the final design of Mother after a great deal of committee and experimental work. He conceived the idea of using the large and high track outline with a characteristic shape that came to be a classic tank outline of World War I. Mother was demonstrated in January and February 1916, and soon the first production order was placed. A separate arm was established in March 1916 to use the new vehicle, which was named the Tank, as a cover, though the name would stick. The first production vehicles were issued to the Heavy Section Machine Gun Corps in mid-1916, and the first crews, of which there were 8 per tank, were assembled. The Tank Mark I was a large and heavy vehicle powered by a Daimler 78.3 kilowatt or 105 horsepower petrol engine within an armored box with 2 lozenge-shaped continuous tracks. Originally, the tank was intended to have a turret on top, but this would have made the design unstable, so instead it would have 2 6-pounder guns placed in one sponson, one each side. The sponsons would also have a Lewis or Hotchkiss machine gun, and there was a third machine gun at the front for extra defense. The vehicle was protected by armor plate ranging from 6 to 12 millimeters thick, or 0.24 to 0.47 inches, riveted to steel joists. However, bullet splash could still find its way through the armor seams and cause casualties. The Tank Mark I could cross trenches up to 2.4 meters or 8 feet wide with steering achieved by using twin-wheel steering tails. As soon as the first tanks appeared in France in mid-1916, they were ordered into action. The first Mark I's went into battle on the morning of September 15, 1916 at Flers-Courcelette in an attempt to support the Somme offensive. The tanks did make some local breakthroughs and created panic when they appeared, but very few actually got into action, and many broke down or became bogged down in the mud. The Mark I was produced in 2 versions. The Tank Mark I male with its 6-pounder guns intended for primary offensive missions, and the Tank Mark I female, which had larger sponsons and equipped with 4 Vickers and 2 Lewis machine guns for anti-infantry support of the Tank Mark I male. Other variants include the Mark I Tank Tender and the Mark I Wireless Tank. The Tank Mark I made history by being the first tank used in combat, but was a failure as far as the action was concerned. The Mark I did, however, impress the British military hierarchy of the potential of the tank and help establish the Tank Corps in July 1917. A thank you to Audible for sponsoring this video, who have a vast library of audiobooks in all genres. This episode on the Tank Mark I was produced with research from the audiobook The Weapons of World War I, A History of the Guns, Tanks, Artillery, Gas, and Planes Used During the Great War, which was an entertaining listen. It was narrated by Colin Fluxman, and he looked at different countries' weapons of the First World War, with Chapter 4 detailing the difficult development of the Tank Mark I. Visit the audible.com/simplehistory link in the description below for a 30-day trial membership and download your first audiobook title for free, which you get to keep forever, even if you don't want to continue past the trial period. Let us know in the comments below what your favorite tank is, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more World War I and tank videos.